Hello, this demo instruction how to use the original Turbodecoder on horizontal Audi Volkswagen locks. There are a few specific things you have to learn on those locks. First, the difference in the keyway. Here on them is a horizontal one, and this is a normal lock. On normal lock, to understand the lock orientation, you have to use a tester key for that and to look the stop points. But when you see horizontal lock, here you can also insert the tester key just to see if it's go easy inside, and that means that all discs inside move freely. But that is the only thing you have to learn from the tester key. About the orientation on the Turbodecoder, here the orientation, how to insert it with orientation up or down, I will explain you now. This is one lock, 2014. They mount that lock on high-class cars. That is Audi original one. Here is against force, protection against power tools, and inside, you know, it's anti-picking, etc. Usually it stays like this on the car, on the driver door. When you have to work on that door, the first thing you have to do is to reset your tool. Pull back, rotate the back wheel all the way to the left till the line reach the fourth dot, the setup point, number 4, and then with this device will be written HU66. Just a second. This one. By keep the tool steady like this, with the finger here to avoid bendings on the key blade when you set up the pins. Then come here at the side of that key blade, and in that hole insert the point of your setup device, go exactly under the pin and push it. You have to do all pins, push it in that way, and this is the line of the beginning. Maximum high cut. For those of you who understand the cuts of that key, this is cut number 1. That lock has 4 dips or 4 cuts. This is the maximum high. When you finish that, go completely to the right with the back wheel and take a look at your pins. All of them must be in that line when you start the procedure. And here you see teeny lines. Then after the opening, you are also able to decode mechanically that lock and to make a mechanical key if you have a CNC programming machine. When you finish that visual inspection and you're sure that all pins are set it up, just remember the orientation points and close that wheel by pushing it forward. Then keep the tool on the middle ring and insert it with the orientation dots up. In other words, you have to see the orientation dots when you insert that. You must know where they are. You don't see actually them because they are inside of the handle now, but they are here. Keep the tool on the middle ring and gently insert it into the lock. When you reach the bottom of the lock, you have to pull back this wheel and to look at the side, to look from here or from here where you feel it better, and to see the stop points because they are very important during the manipulation. You have to do, I will mount it a little bit in inclination so anybody can see what happened. You have to apply tension. I start with the right tension on the front wheel and rotate the back wheel to the left till the line of it reach the first number. Like this. Then turn back, check the lock, tension to the left and rotate to the left by stop on the same number. Turn back and check. Now right and left, every time stop at 1, not more and not less, and check after every pump the lock. Usually I repeat that first stop point for 15 to 20 times. I pay attention to not overpass the first line, and to stop exactly on it. If the lock doesn't open after 15 or 20 pumps, a few words about the tension. If the tension is too high, you engage the anti-force mechanism and the lock will turn here without opening the door. So your tension force must be a little bit less than the force necessary to engage the anti-stress protection. After finish those 20 stops on the first number, if no opening happen, as in my case, you have to repeat the same tension left and right, but increase the rotation of the back wheel and to point the line of the back wheel to the second number and make another 20 left and right stops, tensions and then stops on the second number. If you miss also opening on that line, you increase and make 1/3 series of 20 pumps and stop on the third number each time. And at the end, if no opening happen, you have to repeat the same story with the line number 4. Of course, there is also always existing possibilities that you miss the opening, extract, reset and try again. No matter what the people write on the internet, it's not so easy, and the operator must engage a little bit feelings and to have a good coordination on the hands how to operate with the turbodecoder. I have seen a lot of people just insert the tool, don't care about the orientation and start rotating here the handles and then start to cry, well, the tool doesn't work. No, the tool works, but the human factor is very important. As you see now, this lock is open. You can turn left and right, just the opening job is done. If you want to read the code, you have to stay in rotation and make a final pump to the last number you have opened the lock. In my case it's line number 1. I will stop at 1 and I will juggle the tool by follow the key blade while the tool is in rotation. Then I go in neutral, pass to the other side turning and repeat that juggling again. By doing that, I imprint very well the actual code on the sliding pins, and all that happened on that first line, in my case now. Now we have to extract the tool from the lock. Here also please avoid the mistakes to extract directly, because you will break the tool. Just follow those simple steps. Turn completely to the right, stay in neutral lock position, in that case horizontal, grab the tool on the middle ring and just push forward only the middle ring. It's go into the handle, into the tension wheel, and only in that conditions of the handle you are allowed to get out. If you forget to turn the back wheel completely to the right and stay here at the left, you will close, or sometimes you can close the middle wheel, but not always you are able to extract the tool. You get panic, start to force, brake, and that is the problem. So please, it's very simple: right, front, extract. To read the code, pull back, come align to the first number. The moment, in my case, I have been in rotation and juggling the tool, and now you can see the sliding pins. You see the tip of the pin, this pin, you see it, this not, you see this and this, but they are on different lines. If you are professional, you have to know that this is line of the cut number 1, and everything which is below this line can be 2, 3 or 4. If it's on the first line, the tip of the pin, if it's on the first line, it's number 2, cut number 2. If it's on the second line, it's cut number 3. If it's on the third line, it's cut number 4. And now the reading. Always start the reading from the first pin, first external pin, which is this one. In that case, this pin is cut number 1, next is number 3, that is number 4, that is number 2. Write those 4 numbers, then write those 4 numbers, then make the order of those numbers, and you have a mechanical key. What order I speak about? This is first pin, second pin, third, fourth pin, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, and eighth one. So the order of the reading is 2 from this side, next 2 from the other side, and go on. Here and last here. At the end of the day, you have one code with 8 numbers, and this is the mechanical code of that lock. If you cut a key and insert, it should work. To try again, we have to reset our pins and try, or to open another lock, only reset and open. And remember also one thing, that this Turbodecoder second 6th generation is made for doors only. The ignitions of Audi Volkswagen Group are, all of them are 1st generation. So you need another tool, call it VAG or HU66 1st generation. This is everything at the moment. Good job with our original products. Thank you.